HarperCollins presents Strangers on a Bridge by Louise Mangos. Read by Isabella Inchbald. Chapter 1. April. I wouldn't normally exercise on the weekend, but several days of continuous spring rain had hampered my attempts to run by the Egerisse near our home during the week. The lake had brimmed over onto my regular running paths, turbid waters frothy with alpine meltwater. The sun came out that morning, accompanied by a cloudless blue sky I wanted to dive into. Simon knew I was chomping at the bit. He let me go, encouraging me to run for everyone's peace of mind. He would go cycling later with a group of friends when I returned home for domestic duties. I chose a woodland track from the lowlands near the town of Bar and planned to run up through the Lortzer Gorge beside the river, continuing along the valley to home. A local bus dropped me at the turnoff to the narrow limestone canyon, and I broke into a loping jog along the gravel lane, which dwindled to a packed earthen trail. Sunlight winked through the trees fluorescent with new leaf shoots, and the forest canopy at this time of day shaded much of the track. The swollen river gushed at my side. Branches still dripped from days of dampness as the sun dried out the woodlands. I lengthened my stride and breathed in the metallic aroma of sprouting wild garlic. The mundane troubles of juggling family time dissipated, and I settled into my metronome rhythm. A feeling of peacefulness ensued. The sun warmed my shoulders as I ran out from the shade of the forest. I focused on a small pine tree growing comically out of the mossy roof shingles of the old Tobel Bridge. Above me, two more bridges connected the widening funnel of the Lortzer Gorge at increasingly higher levels, resembling an Escher painting. Before I entered the dim tunnel of the wooden bridge, I glanced upwards. A flash of movement caught my eye. My glance slid away and darted back. A figure stood on the edge of the upper bridge. In a split second, my brain registered the person's stance. I sucked in my breath, squinting to be sure I had seen correctly at such a distance. Oh no, don't. Please don't. The figure stood midway between two of the immense concrete pillars rising out of the chasm, his fists clutching the handrail. His body swayed slightly as he looked out across the expanse to the other side of the gorge, the river roaring its white noise hundreds of feet below him. Birdsong trilled near me on the trail, strangely out of place in this alarming situation. At first I was incredulous. How ridiculous to think this person was going to jump. But that body language, a certain hollowed stiffness to his...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?